Okay, so let's talk about this idea now. See, I got big words I'm throwing at you. We've talked about SO. What is the acronym SO? What does the S stand for?
Subjective,
And,
objective.
all right, AR-15, what does the A stand for? Relative, right. This is like a Pentecostal church. So you've got 4 new words you learned. Now we're going to something called ontology, because you're getting smarter, versus epistemology. Now we're going to hit you with something that once you grasp this, you'll know what people are doing to you when you're talking to them. Okay? Okay. Same thing. All epistemology is doing is trying to figure out how people decide what's true, how they do it. Some people do it by subjective means, which means it's based on their opinion. It's true because that's how I see it. All right, this is epistemology. How did you reach that conclusion? Well, my experience. How did you become a Christian? Let me share my testimony. Right? Subjective. Versus objective. It's based on reality. My opinion doesn't matter. It's what is actually conforms to what's real.
So epistemology just means worldview?
No, it means how you arrive at truth, no matter what it is. My wife looks at me and goes, "Can you help me understand why you always forget to put water in the Keurig? I want to know how you arrived at this truth that you can make your coffee and leave it without water, so I have to do it. How did you come to that conclusion that that's okay?" Because Cam says it's all right. That's what I told her, right? No. So that's epistemology wants to discover how you arrived at your decision for what's true. Julian, this gets back to what you were saying now. Moral epistemology is about how moral claims are formed. How did you do that? Moral ontology, though, is where did it come from? I understand how you came up with this. Where did you get it from? So when you say, as a Christian, killing an innocent baby in the womb is morally wrong, it's murder. All right? And they say, how did you get that truth? How did you develop that truth? What would you say? Why are you clinging to that as true? How did you get that? Huh? All right, because I believe it's a human. Okay? The next question is ontological. From where did you get your information so that you form that truth? Yeah, so we start with the Bible, but then we have even more. We have science, fetology, that says, son of a gun, at conception, that's a human being. So from where did you form it? We actually have logos, we have logic and evidence, and then we have scripture, because the Bible clearly says, right? If you turn around on our pro-abortionists and you ask them, how did you come to this truth claim that it's acceptable to kill a baby in the womb? How did you get there? Subjective. Well, this is what I think. Where does that come from? Well, my heart, women's rights. Wait a minute, we got science here. No, but that doesn't matter. I trump the baby because it's my body, and pretty soon you're going to get different. Naomi, don't speak up, okay? You can cut it out. All right? You're going to be you're going to be up here teaching here one of these days. You better watch it. So, do you see the difference? So here's what's important. Because where they're going to go, they being non-believers, they're going to do this to you. They're going to say, oh, so you're telling me I'm a bad person unless I'm a Christian. You're not saying that. Back to Julian's point. You can be a good guy. You can live a moral life. Right. What we want to know, though, is this is what we want to know. You can't tell me where morality comes from.